What you consistently do on a daily basis forms your habits and ultimately shapes the direction your life would go in. And that's why it's very important that you're mindful of your everyday habits. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 12 behaviors that you need to say goodbye to in 2024 if you want to truly stay ahead of the pack. Let's get right into it. You can certainly know what a person is going to be in the nearest future just by looking at what they constantly and consistently do every single day. I tell you, when I see a person, I can determine whether or not they will be a success or they will be a failure just by looking at their everyday activities. I always say that it's not enough to set goals and targets for yourself that you want to achieve based on your desires and dreams. It's also very important that you're taking the necessary actions every single day to ensure that you are meeting those goals and making them a tangible reality. And one of the actions that you need to take is sometimes sitting down to weed out some negative behaviors that are hampering with your progress and your success as an individual. And that's what this video is going to be all about, as I've identified 12 behaviors we literally need to say cuckoo to in this 2024. The very first one on my list, and I think this one is actually the most important one, especially if you're just starting out the journey, is letting go of the past. You need to let go of the past. A lot of people are holding on to their past for whatever reason. And what happens when you hold on to your past is that you're holding on to the weight and you are not allowing room or allowing for space for what is in the present to occupy itself, but the past is occupying space. What you need to do is what? Let go of the past. What happens when you let go of the past? You create room, fresh air for the present to breathe. I'll give you a real life scenario of why it's very important to let go of the past. I have a friend who relocated outside the country, and unfortunately for her, on getting to the country, on getting to the airport in the other country where she was relocating to, her bags were not found. So she reached out to the airline and made a complaint, and they said they were going to look for the bags. Weeks and weeks and weeks of searching, they didn't find the bag. Of course, that hampered with her mental health because everything she needed to start up her life afresh were literally in the bag. And so it felt like her life came to a stop or a hold. And for weeks, she wasn't moving forward. She was hoping and praying that this bag would be brought back or would be found and brought back to her. She kept hoping and kept waiting, and this kept hampering with her moving forward, kept hampering with her mindset, kept hampering with her mental health. Everything it felt like her whole life was in shambles until she reached out to me and complained to me about the situation. And the very first thing I told her is this: sis, let me tell you something. That bag has gone. It's already in the past. I know it hurts. I know what it feels like. I tell you for real, you don't want to lose a bag when you're traveling. It's the most painful thing on earth. So I say I can relate to how you feel, but you can't keep holding on to that lost bag and waiting for a miracle to occur. I believe in miracles, but instead of holding on, why not forget about that past and let's find a way to move forward? And I told her this is all you have to do. Forget about the bag. Go write a list. Make a list of everything in your bag, in that bag that you know you need to start life immediately. Make a list of the things. Write out the amount, how much it will cost to purchase each of those things. And then let me know how much it costs and let's see how we can put our heads together to get you up and started. And immediately it felt like a light bulb went up in her head. Okay. And then she wrote down the list, sent me the list. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to support you with. And then she said this is what she's going to support herself with. And that was how she was able to buy and purchase the things she needed and carried on with her life. I said, if the bag comes, fine. If it doesn't come, still fine. The bag and the things in it are just material things that can be reacquired. But holding on to it and waiting and praying and hoping that it will come for something that never came, it still hasn't come till today. Imagine you keep holding on, you won't even move forward with your life. So that actually helped her. She was able to start smiling again. She became happy again. Her mood became lighter and she moved and she's now moved on with her life. Next behavior you need to literally say goodbye to would be complaining about everything. You need to stop complaining. Nothing works. Nothing is... You find a reason, 10 million and 10 reasons why one thing or something must not work or something is not working. You complain about the light situation of the country. You complain about the bad roads. You complain, hey. Hello. Trust me, no one is having it any easier. People have just learned to manage the situation that they have found themselves in and found ways to navigate around it and make it work so that they can produce results. Everyone is facing or going through the same things. Don't be negative about how you choose to go about yours. Rather, see things from a positive standpoint, and instead of complaining about all the problems, why not open your eyes to start seeing the solutions? How about that? It's the same energy you're going to use up anyways. So instead of going in one direction of being negative, how about you go in the direction of being positive? And going in the direction of being positive would actually do you more good because it will help you produce more results, right? So please, stop complaining and find ways to solve the problem instead of complaining about it all day long, okay? All right. Number 4 on my list will be procrastination. You're putting off what you should do today. You're putting it off to tomorrow or another time. Why? Sister, why? Brother, why? That thing you know you're supposed to do now, you want to put it up to what? Next 5 minutes. Okay, I'll do it in 5 minutes. Okay, I'll do it in 10 minutes. Why? The minute you set up something to do and you know you can do it now, get up and do it. Like, don't waste time. Don't let your action be conditioned on how you feel. Because let me tell you, no one ever feels like doing anything that's really relating to work or producing results. For example, there's a video we posted the other day on self-love. That video, a lot of people talked about the background. Some people liked the background. Some people didn't like the background. Some people said it was too dark. What they didn't know is that I was actually out of the country, but because I had made a commitment to always ensure that there will be an upload or a video up every Sunday, I stayed up. That video was shot at 11 p.m. Yes, I stayed up to shoot that video. When I was away on personal assignments in another country, I stayed up to shoot that video so that I could have that episode readily available for you guys on a Sunday. So I put in a lot of work to ensure this happens. So why can't you put in the work? Why are you procrastinating? I could have easily said, you know what, no upload on Sunday. I'll find an excuse to give them. But because I have made a personal commitment to this, I decided to go above and beyond to make it happen. I could have easily procrastinated. Do you get my point? So don't put off till tomorrow what you know you can comfortably and conveniently do today. And even if you can't conveniently do it, can you go out of your way and make it happen? Then make it happen. I promise you, you will reap the rewards of it by yourself. Okay? Next one is gossiping. This one is the most unproductive actions that anyone can ever indulge in, especially when you're gossiping about other people. So let me tell you, that time and energy and attention that you spend opening your mouth to talk about somebody else to somebody else is that same time that you can use. Go face the wall and chart the course of your life and speak words instead of gossiping. You're speaking words into your life. I'm a burning and shining light. I'm an excellent person doing excellent things and producing excellent results. Every day my steps are ordered of the Lord. I am blessed, I am favored, I am graced. Same words, right? But instead of yapping away, gossiping, I'm like, girl, chill, I'm coming. Let me do something. Go into your room, lock your door, and start to talk yourself up. Come on, it's the same energy. It's the same energy. You wonder why a certain group of people are winning and another group of people are not winning. But they are listening, they can hear the same word, reading the same, getting the same information. But one person has decided that, you know what? I'm going to use up my energy to be productive. The other one is deciding I'm going to use up my energy to be unproductive. Gossiping is an unproductive act. So you need to eliminate it. Use that time and energy to rather do something. It doesn't necessarily even have to be you talking yourself up through affirmations. It can be reading a book, digesting information, Even just sitting down and just being in silence or watching a movie and educating your mind. Be mindful of how you spend your energy, okay? Gossiping is something we should not be found doing in 2024. Kick its ass to the curb, okay? Before we go on with the video, remember the Art of Speaking course is still on discount, and if you are interested in leveling up your communication skills and becoming really good at communicating your thoughts, your ideas to other people, then this course is definitely for you. Click the link in the description box down below to get more information on the course and also how you can access the course as well. You guys, if I'm being a little bit hard, please pardon me. Guys, I'm rooting for you all. I'm rooting for us all to win. It's my pleasure to see everyone win, and that's why I'm being a little hard today, okay? So pardon the hard face. I'll try and lighten it up. Okay, but the next point is, the next behavior we need to throw out to the curb is over partying and socializing. Every Owambe party, you are there. Every movie night, every movie premiere, you are there. Everywhere your friend wants to come, let's go have dinner, you are there. Let's go have lunch, you are there. Let's go grab, guys, slow it down this 2024, okay? Unless you're going to dinner, and in that dinner, you're probably going to be networking with people who are going to take you to the next level of your goals and your dreams. That's called good networking. But if you're going to that dinner just to yap away and spend all the money in your purse, better sit down in your house and read your book and spend that time and energy, like I said, doing something. If you have a vision board, let me tell you something I do. I have a vision board in my bedroom where I literally have like my next 5 to 10 years written down or displayed in pictures and images and stuff. Like literally I've designed my life, at least the way I'm seeing it inside of me, on that vision board. What I do, let me tell you, whenever I find that I have pockets of time at different times during the day, maybe I'm sitting and I'm not doing anything, or there's no work, or there's something, I'm like, okay, what's the next thing to do? Do you know what I do? If I'm not close to the vision board, because I have pictures of the vision board on my phone. So if I'm not close, directly in contact with the vision board, I just bring it out on my phone. I start to look at it, and then I'm speaking words. I'm declaring words. I'm speaking, designing my vision, designing the life on that vision board, speaking it out into the air so that everybody and everything can hear it. And that's how you create, because that's how God created. So anytime I find that I have pockets of time, my friend is saying, Winnie, let's go and have dinner. I ask myself, what is the gain? What's the benefit of that dinner for me? At least I must be gaining something. Is it going to entertain me? Is it going to make me feel better about myself? If I can't find an immediate gain, I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not coming. Thank you. I'll spend that time charting the course of my life, looking at my vision board and speaking words into the air, into the atmosphere, letting everything hear me. And that's how I put my time to good use. Instead of whiling away, chatting, gossiping, socializing, and partying, that's not adding anything to my body or my life. So, no socializing this year. Sorry, no over-socializing, no over-partying. I'm not saying partying and socializing aren't good. They are good, but we're not going to overdo it this year, okay? Next behavior you need to kick to the curb is not having good time management skills. Guys, you need to put a premium on your time and assign tasks to every second of your day. Don't wake up and do life like, okay, what's the next thing to do? No. Don't wake up and take life as it comes. No. You decide how life is going to be. Okay? Give a task. Assign a task to every minute of your day. Have a to-do list. Have a to-do list that guides you. What I have is I have a book, I have a notepad. It's not around here. I have a notepad that where I outline my to-do for the day, the night before that day. So that when I wake up, I have a compass. This is what I have to achieve today. That means productivity for me. So I'm not just waking up, I'm like, okay, what's the next thing? I'm looking at my phone. Who is available for me to go and disturb in their house? No, don't do that. Don't do that. Put a premium on your time. Develop time management skills. Know how to assign tasks and know how to ensure that you are not overspending time performing a particular task. If you can perform a task in 30 minutes, or rather, if it used to take you 30 minutes to perform a particular task, ask yourself, how can I perform that same task in 20 minutes? What are the things I can do to easily perform that task in 20 minutes? If you feel like you don't have enough time to perform all your tasks, how about you choose to wake up an hour earlier to get the job done if it's important to you? So put a premium on your time, okay? Don't take life as it comes. You take charge of life and decide how it goes. And then, of course, manage your time wisely. Assign something to your time every day, even if it's just sitting still and reading a book or watching a movie or just listening to your thoughts. That's an assignment you've given your day or you've given your time. So put a premium on your time, okay? The next behavior you need to kick to the curb to stay ahead in 2024 will be not having planning and organizing skills. Again, this one is kind of connected to the previous one. Plan yourself. Plan your life. Have a plan. Have a plan. You need to have a plan. Have a plan for everything you do. Whatever it is you are involved in, whether it's personal, professional, whatever, whether it's even social, have a plan. Don't just take life so casually. This life is only this minute is a minute you will never get again. Next hour is an hour you will never ever get again. Do you want to keep throwing it and wasting it away every single time? Have a plan for your life. Let your life be run by a plan. Even God, when He created this earth, or before He created, He had a plan. He had a plan for you. Imagine if God didn't have a plan and you found yourself on the earth. Do you think the sun will be able to stay put where it is and will not fall and burn you alive? But because God had a plan, the sun is able to stay up there. Because God had a plan, the what you call space has not collapsed in on you. I don't know how there's a word they use. Space has not compressed you into itself. Because what is this thing you're calling space? What is it? God had a plan. You are made in His image and in His likeness. So my darling, you too need to have a plan. And then when you plan, organize yourself. Organize yourself. Apart from your physical organization, the organizing your space and your environment, organize your mind. Organize the things you do. Organize your thoughts. Organize your goals. Something else you need to stop in 2024 if you want to stay ahead. Not reaching out to ask for help. Help is everywhere. You are the one that's not asking. Ask and it shall be given. Ask and it shall be given. Stop worrying about whether they will tell you no. If they tell you no, call. They've said no. Okay. Did you lose your life? No, you didn't. But you asked. Even if they say no, okay, no problem. I'll ask another person. You keep asking, someone is going to tell you yes. And if nobody tells you yes, tell yourself yes. Find a way to tell yourself yes. But don't ever say because you are shy, intimidated, timid, you won't ask. Hello, you will keep missing out on opportunities after opportunities after opportunities because you are not asking. Learn to open your mouth and ask. Hey, Winnie, please, I need this book from you. Hey, Winnie, please, I have this thought. Can you kindly explain? Last thing I'll tell you is, okay, you know what? I may not have the time now, but can we revisit it in 2 weeks? Can we revisit it in 3 weeks? Ask. Okay? Ask. The next thing for you to stop doing in 2024 is never doing what you say you will do. I come to you, you tell me one thing, but you go do something else, or you never do what you say you will do. Or you wake up one morning and say, okay, today, you see this day, I'm going to take on the challenge of starting this task. Maybe you've set a goal, you're like, okay, I'm going to do this thing today. But then the day comes, all the excuses, it brings all the excuses with it, why that thing must not be done. And you're like, okay, you know what, okay, maybe tomorrow, If you say you're going to do something today, you better do it today. Okay? Say what you mean what you say, and do what you say. It will set you apart from the crowd. The next thing you need to stop doing to stay ahead of the pack is trying to please everyone. Are you Jesus of Nazareth? Yes, I know. You were made in His image and in His likeness. But even Jesus didn't please everyone. Jesus stood up against people who were being naughty. He was there for people as much as He could. But when it was time for Him to relax, even in the boats, when they were crossing over the tempest storm, He was there sleeping. They came, Jesus, don't you care that we perish? And He's like, guys, you have little faith, chill. And then He spoke to the storm and went back to bed. My point is, stop trying to please everyone. Sometimes go and take a chill pill and relax and sleep. I filmed a video. I don't know if that video is already up. Video is about respecting other people's boundaries and setting your own boundaries. And I talked about how if you don't set your own boundaries, people will literally walk all over you. And that's what happens when you're trying to please everyone, because they see that you're trying to be available and please them, then they start to walk all over you. So stop trying to please everyone. You can't please everyone and maintain your mental health and your emotional health. And in cases like that, in cases like this, what you just do is simply just tell them, when they come to you and say, help me do this, you'd be like, oh no, right now is not the best time. Can I do this in another hour or 2 hours? Like, learn to prioritize your own needs above other people's needs. It's not being selfish. It's called self-care. Okay? And the final point that I've put down here on my list of things you need to stop doing is lying and manipulating your way through life. This one needs no further explanation. But if you lie and manipulate others just for the sole purpose of getting ahead, remember, you literally reap what you sow. So if you lie and manipulate today, it will come back and bite you in your ass tomorrow. So stop lying and manipulating others, okay? My final words for you today would just be simply focus all your attention on achieving your goals. And anything that doesn't make achieving your goals a lot easier is a distraction you literally need to run away from. These 12 points are some points that if you identify in your life, you need to throw their asses to the curb so that you can achieve the goal that you have set for yourself this year. It's not okay if at the end of the year, everyone is counting their blessings and giving thanksgiving in church on how God has been good to them this year, and you check your goal list and you find out that you didn't even achieve one of your goals. Don't do that to yourself. That's self-sabotage. Don't do that to yourself. So go and pull out the paper, pull out that book where you've written your goal. Dust it. Identify the behaviors that I've mentioned today that you currently have. Kick their asses to the curb. Kick it away. And then take on new habits and start fulfilling and achieving your goals. I'm always rooting for you. And your success is literally one of the most important things in my life. And if you don't know, guys, I pray for you every day. Every morning, while I pray for my elegant community. I pray for you, my elegant family. So it's important that we are all winning, we're all succeeding, we're all prospering, and we are all being all that God has destined for us to be. You have your role to play. I have my role to play. Let's start doing what we need to do, okay? Alright guys, I'll see you with another video. Until then, remember to stay very, very elegant.